What's going on, everyone? My name is Dawson with the Fantastic Reddens and Where to Find Them. I hope you are all doing well. Today we're going to be doing something that I've never done on this channel. This is going to be a very raw video. We're going to be reacting to a video that my good friend Christian over at McDorks just dropped this morning. I have not seen this yet, but I know of the matter very, very well. And to give you a little bit of a backstory to this, basically there was an Easter egg box swap that had taken place, which Victoria Maclean was a part of, where she pretty much has scammed Christian out of $75 to $100 basically, and is trying to make Christian out to be this bad person, making herself the victim of all of this, which is totally unfair and untrue. And it's time that people know about this individual. I made some stories talking about this over on my Instagram page, and I had more than 40 people reach out to me and tell me about the times that they've had with Victoria, the issues they've had. This is not a isolated event. This is something that Victoria does time and time again, and people just aren't aware of it. And so that's kind of how this happened. This group that I'm friends with was not aware of Victoria. I was already aware. I tried to warn, but it was too late. They had already invited her to this box swap, and so chaos ensued afterwards. But I will always defend my friends. I will always come to them if something is being done wrong. And that's what's going on here today. And I just feel like with so many people that have reached out to me and said, hey, this has happened to me as well, but I've been too scared to say anything because she bullies and she has her patrons come and trash my channel or whatever it is. You know what? I don't care about that. I don't care about that. If you don't like what I have to say and you don't like what I'm about to talk about, or you don't agree with me, you can unsubscribe. That's okay with me. I want you to be here. I want you to be a part of my channel and this community. But if you don't agree with me, you definitely can leave, and that isn't going to hurt me because I'm always going to defend my friends first and foremost. I am here because of my love for Harry Potter and for the friends that I make. And when I see them get done dirty, it really just pisses me off, to be just blunt. And so it's time that other people see Victoria for who she is. So we're going to watch Christian's video that he has done. This is a reaction video is what we're going to do. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to give my 2 cents as we go. But this is from his perspective, what has happened. I haven't watched it yet, but I do know that he's bringing all the receipts. You know what I'm saying? So he has everything. He has nothing to hide. He is going to show you facts. And we're just going to go through it, and I'm going to talk about it and discuss it. And I'd like to know what you guys think down below, so please comment down below. I'm not here to cancel Victoria. I'm not here to bully Victoria. That's not what this is about. This is about getting justice for McDorks and to raise awareness to other people so this doesn't happen again, because this has happened time and time again, and this person continues to get away with it because of who they are, and they have no remorse. So let's go ahead and jump into Christian's video and see what he has to say. Also, before I hit play, I know the audio is not going to sound great. I am not recording this with my camera. This is being recorded on my webcam. And so the audio and video is not going to be perfect. So excuse that. But let's go ahead and let's get Christian's video pulled up here. And let's see what he has to say. Here we go.
Hello everyone, my name is Christian and this is McDorks. Recently I was part of a swap that I was co-hosting called the Golden Egg Harry Potter Easter Swap. I want to start off by making it clear that what I'm about to talk about are my words, opinions, experience, and story. Anyone who was part of the swap has no affiliation and or influence of this video. I am not trying to cancel anyone, nor am I trying to tarnish anyone's brand, but I am sharing this so that this doesn't happen again. This video is about why I feel I may have been scammed by Victoria Maclean. Typically, a box swap involves channels and or content creators that come together and curate a box for another person, usually based on a theme with requirements. Ours was the golden egg from Harry Potter that was for Easter. Our requirements are listed here on the invitation that each participant received. The upload date was April 9, 2023 at 10 a.m. Eastern. We all had to send the boxes by March 15 and no less than $75. We tend to say in the group chat that it was between 75 to 100, more or less, but it definitely could not be less than $75 individually wrapped. We had four requirements that needed to stick to theme, which was one golden.
The reason why it's 75 to 100 is because you have to spend at least 75, but you can spend up to 100 because you have to account for tax and other things. And there may be something that you want to get somebody, and it may go over that just a little bit. So anywhere from 75 to $100 is usually what these are going to entail. And you can do handcrafted items, but not everything's supposed to be handcrafted. Like you can throw in like a handcrafted item if you have something. And then you just, go out and purchase the other items.
A Harry Potter themed headwear, a Harry Potter themed pin, and a candle. That was basically it. We did state that we were allowed to buy anything that was small shop or handmade, as well. We could hand make it ourselves, and that could be part of it as long as it just met the requirements. On December 25th, 2022, Melissa over at Geeking Out with Melly Mel and I started the chat for the swap. On December 28th, Victoria was added by Melissa, as I had no idea who.
Now, I do want to say I was invited to this swap as well. And I've never done a swap with anyone before. Mel's always trying to get me to jump on and do a swap, but I've always just kind of not done it because I've never done one, and I've always been a little nervous about it. But I had every intention of joining this box swap until I found out Victoria Maclean was involved, and I had already known that there was issues with her. So I told Mel that I wasn't going to be a part of it as long as Victoria was, but she had already invited Victoria, so I was not a part of this swap because of that reason. I'm actually involved in the next box swap that's coming this Christmas, so I'll be a part of that one, but I did skip this one due to knowing that Victoria was involved in this.
Who she was. On December 31st, we shared a questionnaire about our preferences in the group so that everyone can begin filling it out. This questionnaire was just about likes and dislikes so that we could get to know each other more and as well to cater our boxes better for our person. January 5th, I sent out everyone's answers to the person that would be sending them their box, and Melissa sent my answers over to Victoria to her personal email as she was chosen to give me my box. We as well shared Elfster, which is a site where you can add your gift wishes for Secret Santa or even swaps like this so that we can cater our box even better to know what is it that they're probably looking for, what they don't have already. About a month and a half later, on February 25th, Victoria asked in the group chat to be sent the answers again to her personal email, which Melissa did again. Over and over again, Melissa was asking everyone how they were doing with their box, just to keep everyone on track and as well so that we can see how everyone's doing. On March 7th, after Melissa asked again, Victoria in the group chat stated that she was slowly but getting there. On March 9th, Melissa shared who has sent their boxes and who should be getting them soon, when Victoria then said, I'll be shipping mine once I get back from London on Monday the 13th. Which then 2 days later, she told us, I'm afraid all will have to be postponed with me. I've done my back in and can't move. With this video of her walking with canes.
Now ADT professionally installs Google Nest products.
Cool.
Christian, why you got this ad right here?
Safe and smart.
Video postponed.
She then stated, I'm on full stop.
Okay, first off, that video, I'm just gonna be honest, that's pathetic. That's so pathetic. And then why do you have a guy going video postponed? Like, I don't know. Okay.
Until at least it eased. Melissa did reach out to her privately to see if she was okay and as well to determine what would be happening with my box that was supposed to be given to me. They talked it over, and what was agreed was that she was supposed to reach out to me, so I was in the know and we can coordinate, which I never did get a message from her. On March 18th, Victoria went live on Instagram, which she did mention her back hurting, but showed movement that seems to differ from what she had said, and as well walked with no cane and even bending down.
Yeah, as Christian points out, like She went from being able to barely take one step. You could hear her, like, she sounded like she was struggling, and she could barely take one step. But just, how many days later is this? Just a few days later, she's bending, moving, doing everything just fine. Like, if you were in that much pain, I just feel like you wouldn't be moving around like this.
19th, we talked about pushing back the upload date from Easter Sunday to the following Sunday due to some delayed boxes, but mostly to help the delay on Victoria's part. March 22nd, we then confirmed the upload date will be changed to April 16th. March 25th, I reached out to Victoria to discuss the situation as she never reached out to me. The message that I sent her was, "Hey love, Melissa told me that there was a setback on my box. She didn't go into details on the private matter, but I'm curious to know when you'll be able to mail it to know for my video." She replied, "Hey lovely, yes, sadly I damaged my spine and can't do as much as I did. I'm healing, but it's taking a while. I'm halfway through, but I'm still trying to get things done. I'm sorry, I don't know when I'll finish." And I replied, "Oh wow, that's crazy. I hope you're doing better. Well, let me know any updates so I can plan accordingly. Appreciate it." She ended the conversation with, "Thank you, lovely. No problem. And thank you for your understanding." On April 8th, in the group chat, one of the channels asked Victoria if she sent her box out yet, which Victoria replied, "No, sadly not. Not with my injuries. Everything DIY is on stop." Which then the other channel asked, "What about sending what isn't DIY?" Which Victoria replied, "I can, but it's not the same. It's only a tiny piece." Melissa did reassure everyone that myself and Victoria were talking privately on what we can do, which the other channel suggested, if anything, Victoria can send a gift card of the value so that Victoria wouldn't have to go out of her way, which Victoria liked the message but didn't reply. On April 13th, she announced on her Instagram that she will be attending a meet and greet for her fans at the House of Spells on April 16th, which is the same day as our upload day, and which she also posted the same video on her Instagram prior on April 5th. So it was a commitment that she needed to do. Knowing that she was going out and attending a 2-hour event gave me a little bit of hope that she would be able to pick up a few things and send them my way now that she was out more. She even posted over the weekend that she was out at the Harry Potter Warner Brothers shop, which she then posted a vlog about later on. During this time as well, she went on record to say that she has been using her cane to walk more. She posted on her stories, and I think she also messaged some people. Melissa, in the meantime, did send me a box without my knowledge to surprise me and to make me feel I was part of the swap, as I had nothing to show for on upload day. On April 16, the day that we all uploaded our video, Victoria sent a few messages in the group chat about her video and that she was attending a meet and greet and that she was very busy. But then she ended up leaving the chat on Wednesday with no word. On April 18, she posted a video of the Warner Brothers shop on her YouTube channel with no cane in sight and as well with no problem moving. After she left the group chat that Wednesday, that night I reached out to Victoria as I felt like she was avoiding any conversation and a reminder about the box that she owed me. And I wrote to her, "Hey there, it's been a while since we last talked. I hope you're feeling better. Understanding you're going through pain and discomfort, but I wanted to see what we can do to help with the box. If not possible to send it, is it possible to send a payment of the value? I don't want to put pressure on you to send a box, but I think that could be fair." I will say that using the word payment probably wasn't the best choice of words, but it was just at that time the word that came to my mind about sending some currency just for the value. I honestly would love to have given.
I mean, I get what Christian's saying here. Like, if you can't do the DIY, you can't get that stuff together. Payment may not have been the best word, but like, you could do something. This person gets sent free stuff 24/7, okay, to do unboxings of. You're telling me that in all of her collection of stuff that she gets sent time and time again, that she doesn't have anything that she can put together into a box and ship out? You could ship anything out, or go and at least Cash App the amount of whatever is left that you didn't spend. Send the things that you could have sent, Cash App the rest, or make sure that Mel, who is going to end up giving Christian a box, make sure she got some type of something out of it since she had to go out of her way to put together a secondary box. There's many things that could have been done here.
In the box or even the money value to Melissa because Melissa already gave me a box and I was very happy with it, but still everybody had obligations and commitments, and I thought at that time it was the best thing to do. She went on saying the idea was for me to make handmade items because I don't earn enough to spend money on this box. I'm still not able to complete the box, I'm afraid, but it was mostly going to be handmade and items I already have. I replied, "Oh, okay. I wasn't aware of this. I don't want to be misunderstood, but I understand your health comes first. I'm just a bit curious because we made sure to discuss the price range of the box and the expectations. I put effort as we all did, and I think every single one of us should complete our commitments, as I'm sure you expect that of others. I hope you keep in communications and will honor the agreement we all had in the beginning of this swap." Reason why I'm starting to feel like that is because, again, this has been 3 months that we have been doing the swap, that we have been in communications, that we have set the expectations, and we have set the record straight of what would we needed to do before the upload day. And we were very accommodating, and as well, the fact that she over and over again was stating that she had the box almost done, to then later say that she didn't have much and that she was doing handmade items, which was never a criteria. So there was just a lot of confusion going on, and I just wanted to be very transparent. She replied, "As I'm prop making, the items I make are valuable. We were not told to buy things. We were told to send the items that are valued $75 and..."
Why are they valuable? What makes them valuable? I make stuff all the time, but it doesn't make them valuable. So I'm kind of curious as to what makes her items valuable.
total, a candle pin, and then 2 other items. I have those things. Items I make sell for a lot of money. I don't make things very often anymore, but when I do, I put everything into it. That was my plan. At this
She
point,
sells them for a
I
lot
was
of
kind of
money.
confused because we already
So is she like insinuating because of who she is, people will buy the stuff she makes for a lot of money? So right there, she's saying like, I make stuff and I sell it for a lot of money because of who I am. Like, okay, I guess. Whatever.
already talked about it. We all have been talking in the group chat. We were always talking about things that were dropping and what other people liked. It was never stated that it had to be items that you owned already. It was just always something that we wanted to do to cater the box to the person that we were giving to. As long as it fit in the criteria, it was not supposed to be used items. It was not supposed to be things that we were trying to get rid of. It was items that we were to tend to buy, or if you wanted to make it or buy small shop, like I said before, but it was never to be told to anyone, do not buy the items. It was never said. So at this point, I kind of felt like what direction this was going in. It felt like she was not going to send me.
You're not going to get a
period.
box.
So I replied, "Alrighty, I'm just very honest and straightforward. Hope to see it one day. Take care." But she then liked the comment, and that was it. I understand to one person feeling unwell and myself who deals with depression and anxiety, not physically, but mental pain, that things get in the way. But I still see through my obligations because it's not the other person's problem. It is unclear as well why she would even participate in a swap if she has no money to buy anything or to spend. She also recently posted these pictures stating that she bought merch at the Warner Brothers shop over the weekend. I not want to tell anyone what to do.
Okay, yeah, so this is, this just happened. She just went and bought this stuff. This was the day that the video was supposed to go live, which, FYI, after all of this, still to this day, she's not able to get this box together because of her back. And then her manager told her to go ahead and put something together to send him or whatever. Your manager? You had to be told by your manager to do the right thing. I call that if you have to be told by your manager to go do something, you're basically trying to course correct the problem. You're trying to fix what you know you done wrong. Why not just own up to it and do it yourself? Why do you need your manager to tell you, hey, the right thing is to do is to go ahead and send the box? Like, what a joke.
With their money, but one of her excuses were that she had no money. In my opinion, if you had an obligation to send a box that you...
Yeah, you're buying stuff, right? Yeah, you're out buying stuff. You're moving around, you're out doing this, and you're buying stuff. but you don't have money to buy the items that you've already said that you've already agreed to doing, you can't make it because your back is down, yet you're out running around going to events. You can't purchase anything because you have no money, yet you're out purchasing stuff at events and at stores, and then you're uploading videos. Your story makes no sense at all. You're like spinning a web of lies that are literally falling apart around you.
You had 3 months to do. Why not use that money on fulfilling the obligations?
Exactly.
After our conversation, she began to tell people in the community that I was being rude and unfriendly and demanding my box. She even replied to a comment on her YouTube video of the swap. That's funny because he's still asking me to send a full
This
box.
reply was to me.
I wish I could, but it's just not possible. My health comes first.
As you'll
So
see.
a comment that was left on her channel, which stated, poor Christian, luckily Mel sent him a replacement box so that he didn't miss out.
So her thing is because Mel sent him a replacement box, she wasn't obligated to send out a box anymore. But it also is saying, sorry.
Start yours at purdueglobal.edu.
I want to be clear on that.
But she's also saying that, like, okay, let me back up. She's not obligated to send a box any longer because Mel went out of her way, spent more money to cover her box for her as a placeholder until Victoria could send out her box so that Christian didn't feel left out of the video. He held up his end of the bargain. He sent out his box. He spent his money. Like, why? Because Mel sent out a box, should you not be sending out a box now? And he's not demanding anything. He's showing us literally your conversations. Where did he demand a single thing? He's trying to find out if you're going to send his box out or not because you're out at events doing meet and greets and purchasing items when you can't walk and you have no money. What? Come on.
That Melissa sending me a box doesn't replace hers, which I've heard that she has told people, I already had a box. That doesn't change the fact that you still owe me something. It was an obligation.
Exactly.
And Melissa didn't have to. Again, if I were to receive the box or any currency for it, I would have went ahead and sent it to Melissa as I feel like she deserves that.
And Christian told me this.
Victoria, only asking what was committed to me. Melissa did what she did as a friend, but we all made a commitment. This swap happened before the injury, and I had been more than understanding, but her kindness doesn't replace your obligations. And to tell people I'm being demanding, I wonder how would you have felt if you sent out a box but didn't get one. I'll appreciate it if you respected your word along with who I am and not try to flip the script to make me look like a bad guy.
Correct.
Thank you. I did reply back as I felt that she honestly was not going to send me anything at this point. I have even talked to a few people to discover that this isn't the first time that she has pulled.
I've had so many people reach out to me.
She got free stuff, and that is that.
Telling me that this has happened to them.
And polite.
Christian's just the first one to speak up.
Accommodate, but time after time, she just showed me that she was lying and twisting stories to benefit her. If she truly is injured, I hope she does get better. But if she can do
I do as well.
Spend money at a shop. And I can only come to the conclusion that she was able to send me my box and fulfill her commitment.
100%.
She also has allegedly received hate comments by people who were witnessing all of this to the point that she's under the impression that I orchestrated it, which she is now saying she's sending me a box, which just seems to me like damage control. This isn't the first.
That's the word I was looking for earlier. Damage control.
I have dealt with channels over the years, and I always just let it be with the drama. But I won't continue to let influencers act like they can say and do anything just because they have subscribers to back them up and believe their stories. This is my truth as she has her own, but I'm not going to sweep it under the rug. You may leave hate comments down below or agree with what I say. It doesn't really matter. My objective is to share what has happened so it won't happen again. I do not as well appreciate her lying to people and to my friends just so that she is seen as a victim in all of this. If you're a fan of Victoria and want to continue being a fan of her, go for it. Whatever entertains you. I wish her recovery if she really is injured, and I wish her the best. but I would not have any association with Victoria moving forward.
Respect.
I appreciate your time, and remember, stay dorky.
All right. Respect, Christian. So yeah, I mean, Christian pretty much pulled out the receipts and showed you the truth of everything. Victoria Maclean committed to doing something and then received a box for free and didn't send anything, didn't hold up her end of the deal, left Christian with nothing. He simply was asking when he was going to receive his box. He was more than generous and kind to her. He never was mean. He was never rude. We saw that in the messages back and forth. He never demanded anything. Yet Victoria doesn't have the money and is out spending it at shops and doing these things. She can't walk, yet she's out at meet and greets and twirling around and posting videos of her walking just fine. Like, to me, it just looks like you got something free and forget everybody else. And this isn't the first time, is it, Victoria? I've had over 40 people message me telling me about things that you have done to them, talking about box swaps that you've been a part of before, that you didn't hold up your end of the bargain and people didn't receive, how you tried to tarnish other people's names or had your Patreons go and bully these people to the point that they don't even want to be on YouTube anymore, that they're scared to speak up or say anything because they're afraid of the backlash they're going to get because of how many subscribers you have. So, you know what? Good on Christian for coming and making this video. Good on him for standing up for himself and for the rest of the community and speaking out against this. Like, good for him. I respect him 100% for this. Victoria lives in a land of delusion. She thinks because she has 19,000 subscribers that she is some big influencer. She's above everybody else. And enough's enough. And people are starting to see it for what she is. I literally, while sitting here recording this, received a message, and I won't say who this is from, but they said, "I'm so happy the truth is finally coming out. I have so much respect for this guy to actually put it out there. There's no hiding now. I used to be a big fan of hers and slowly have drifted away from her for my own reasons. But now I am so shocked, but a part of me is not surprised." That's one message that I received just here while filming. And I have had so many messages of all the terrible things that she has done. It's sad. It really is that people let fame get to them to a certain point that they act like this. It's terrible, and I'm beyond shocked. I mean, I'm not shocked because I knew about her beforehand, but I never in a million years thought it was as bad as it was. I thought the things that I knew about were like isolated events until it happened here, and then until everybody started DMing me, telling me all this stuff. So I have nothing left to say. Victoria, shame on you. Now you're trying to send a box because your manager told you to do so as damage control. Like, come on. Christian's not even going to accept that box. I don't see him taking that box. If I was him, I wouldn't take that box. If anything, you owe Mel money. You owe Mel a box. She put together a secondary box for Christian. Christian got his box because Mel went and made a box for him. Good for her. That's a good friend. That was the honorable thing to do. So if you owe anybody, you owe her. And shame on you. Shame on you. You need to get your act together, and you need to own up to your mistakes and stop being this way. That's all I have to say. Christian, great job, great video. Way to be respectful. Way to put the truth out there for everybody. And I'm super proud of you. Keep your head up and don't let people like this get you down. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I don't make videos like this, but I feel like this one had to be made. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. All the love and Lumos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.